AB doesn't need anything else from us, just prayers that God would open paradise to him. And so I want to thank you very much. But also to express my sincerest condolence to his widow, his wife, the children, and immediate family for the loss of their relative, their father. I also wish to extend my condolences to all his friends and colleagues in the creative arts ministry for the loss of such a great icon of Ghanaian music. I have known AB since I was a child from afar, when they were young men and were at the top of their career, at the Talk of the Town Hotel. We were much younger, teenagers, but sometimes we'll steal away from home and go to Talk of the Town to enjoy their music. And so I didn't have the opportunity to meet him as a person until I became the Minister of Communications of Ghana. And one day he asked to pay a visit to me in my office. And he came to the office. That's the first time we became friends, and the first time I was meeting him in Flesh and Blood. Since then, we have been excuse me. Since then, we maintained a contact, and when I became president, he came to me and expressed concern about his colleagues who had grown in age, were no longer able to play, and were living a very difficult life. And that is what eventually brought about the collaboration we had with Musica to set up an aging musicians fund. And I remember that as president, we made a budgetary allocation at that time of 1 million cedis as seed money for the fund, which was released to Musica. I had a personal relation in later years with AB, and anytime I met him, I used to tease him about an incident that happened in Bolga. And for those who remember, he played one of his famous, he didn't want to play the song because he felt threatened. He told me the story. And so when the concert was ending, people had paid, had danced, he had played all his popular songs, Moses, everything. But there was one song he was afraid to play. And so they walked up to him. He said he was playing the last song, they've closed, and then he mentioned a different song. And so they walked up to him and said, "Hey, you know how we Northerners speak Twi? Hey, Bogamno." I said, "Oh, Bogamna, Yaba Phil. One Bogamna, Yaba Phil." And so, Bogamno, Nyam Phil. He told me it was a very sad day in his life. They destroyed his instruments, beat him and his band boys, and he has never forgotten that. And so I met him, a common friend of ours, and he had been contracted to play at that funeral. And so I wrote a list of 5 songs, and I sent it to him, and I said, "AB, I want you to play these songs for me." And of course, the first one was Atia. And then he said, Mr. President, you know, I've stopped playing it. The second one was Moses. And he said, Mr. President, this one too, I beg you. The age I've reached, God can call me anytime. And I want to prepare my soul to go and meet him. So I beg you, Moses too, I can't play it. But he played all the other popular songs that we know. And we're all sad that he's passed. I was one of the first the family called when he collapsed at the US Embassy, because they know the relationship between him and I. And so I visited him twice in the hospital. And I must say that if money could have bought his life, he would not be dead. We did everything possible. But when the time comes, there's nothing you can do. And so on this occasion, I wish to extend my sincerest condolences again to his family and all his colleagues in the music industry and all those who loved him, and ask God to give him peaceful rest in heaven. I thank you all very much. Thank you.